this one is gonna be in your backyard. I know. Horrible landing.
It's pandemonium time, baby!
What's up, happy people? I'm Robert Arrington. You're watching Deer Meat for Dinner, and this right here is Greg, the pond guy.
Yep.
The biggest question that I get, and I get it every single day, what's happening with your pond? Well, first off, we gotta back up. I only started a pond because Paul Cufarro had a pond. What up, ugly?
Double filming. What's good?
And I thought that was cool, and I thought, man, if I build a pond, we'll have something to play with. Aria and Emma and Sarah can play with it. And honey, we're turning your pool
Into a pond.
it's grown into like a monster. So then we decided now we're gonna build a new house. Which started out as like kind of a smaller, medium-sized house, and then we're like, well, we need a bigger this, and we need a bigger that, we need a bigger. The next thing you know, we've got a dream home that we're building. And I want to say thank you to all of you. We would never be in this position if it weren't for you. You have liked, commented, and shared hundreds of thousands of my videos, and for that I want to say thank you so much. But because we're in this wonderful position, I'm like, what are we gonna do? And then I thought, oh, we're gonna build like a little koi pond. I come up here and meet this man. He is a maniac.
This is a maniac saying that I'm a maniac. I love
This
that.
guy right here is the definition of a maniac. You're a football player, weren't you?
In high school, yes.
This guy right here is like, he's an ox. Right up there, he's got this huge weight room. I walk up to see him, he's like bench pressing like 1 million pounds. And everything you do big. So I commend you on that. This is Aquascape. This is your business.
Aqualand, yeah, Aquascape is my business. Aqualand was my dream. I wanted to build a workplace utopia. I was more of an athlete than a student, and so I learned more from sports and being on a team than I did from any classroom. And so when I built my dream building, I wanted to dedicate an entire space for fun and fitness. So the whole third floor, when you came up there when I was working out, the whole third floor is dedicated to fun and fitness. And then of course the whole thing is a workplace utopia filled with turtles, fish and frogs, stuff that I've been doing my entire life.
I never knew it was gonna be this big. As I walked in here, I started getting all these crazy ideas. I'm like, huh. And you have a guy for me to meet, Ed?
Ed Ballou, who is my top lieutenant. He's my chief sustainability officer and my director of field research, and he is going to be the one leading the build.
Okay, I don't know what all that means. I'm learning as I go. I've got to be honest. I'm learning as I go. If you do want to know more about his Aquascape ecosystems, check out this. It's called Greg Whitstock, the Pond Guy, and he does 3 or 4 videos a week. It's really cool. You would get to see a lot of the builds. This is what we're looking for on our new pond. I want to have some type of a beach where the girls can walk down to the water, lay out, enjoy it. I want to have a cooking area, like an outdoor tiki hut where you can walk right up and I can like throw fish food from the tiki hut, fish, eat. I want to have an island with like urns coming out of it because I love the sound. Like, that's why I picked this area. We've got koi, we've got turtles, we got waterfalls.
Yep.
The vegetation just creates the life.
Yep.
The waterfalls. I mean, this is amazing.
We love to say that a water feature turns a house into a home. So starting off your new home with an Aquascape water feature, it's literally going to change the environment, not just for you, but your entire family and all the friends and family that come hang out at your yard.
Did you just wake up?
30, 40 minutes ago. It's early.
Wait a minute. Greg, why do you look so dazed and confused?
Oh, there you are. I was actually looking for you and Ed. So this is Ed Ballou, my director of field research and my chief sustainability officer, and he has been with us for 25 years. Yep. He's the guy that's running this build today. And you know what I'm really excited about, Robert? What's up? Some hog hunting.
We're here talking about ponds, and he wants to talk about hog hunting.
Yes, sir.
My God.
Aquascape ecosystems and wild hogs goes together like peas and carrots.
Amen.
So whenever we're doing designs, we have multiple things that we have to think about. We want to look at the view from the home, the view from the pond to the home. We want to have outdoor seating areas. We want to have walkways, so maybe some stepping stones going through a certain area, maybe a bridge crossing, because what's better than having that destination? So having that visual of a bridge going across a section, kind of a narrow meandering section of the pond where people could walk over to the other side, have another little hidden seating area, and then from there you look back at the home and you have a completely different view. Big giant waterfalls, boulders where you could jump off, you get access into the water, kids can climb around the rocks.
This is our first conversation talking about our pond, and you heard it. Like, I met him right there, we started filming right here, and we're gonna film this whole build today. Let the good times roll. And just like that, the neighbor dogs start barking the second I start talking. All right, you guys, take two. We are back in Florida, and check out the pond. I just want to take a second to reflect on this pond because I have learned so much, and I've learned so much from y'all. The water hyacinths, we literally put like 2 of them in here, and they've virtually taken over the pond, which is good and bad. It's good because they've created all kinds of shade, they've created all kinds of habitat, they've sucked out all the unneeded nutrients, and they kind of look pretty. But if this was like a public waterway and there wasn't anything to limit it, good Lord, I could see how they could just take over the world, man. So they're good in this circumstance. In other circumstances, they're very, very bad. But look how clean the water is. Let's feed the fish real quick. I feed them all kinds of food, but watch this. Come on. They normally eat right out of my hand so easy. Oh, that tilapia just bit onto my hand. Oh, there's the catfish. So, our pond, it wasn't anything special. It was just a above ground pool that Sarah bought at Walmart on a whim. And then with the help of Paul Cufarro and some crazy thoughts, just going to Home Depot, putting bricks together and then building our first little cave, this thing started to come together. And then with the help of a lot of you, we started introducing different vegetation and different fish. And now all the grasses and vegetation that we dug out on the ranch is now like a full part of this ecosystem. I mean, the water is clean and everything is in just like beautiful, green, healthy state. But the fact of the matter is, we're moving. We are building a new house, and for those of you wondering how the house is coming along, we're almost got our final permits to start the full build. I mean, look at this. This is a tree, like a little tree growing out of our pond. You see that? This is a healthy ecosystem. It's got shrimp and minnows and all kinds of cool stuff growing in it. And as much fun as I've had learning and growing with this little pool, when we build our new pool, it's just going to be absolutely out of control. So the whole reason I was even in the Chicago area was for Pondemonium. It's where all of the aquascape certified contractors get together and talk shop. They have all kinds of like seminars and demonstrations, and it's 3 days of just incredible hospitality where everybody gets together. And I was so fortunate, I even got to speak up there a little bit about YouTube and what we do. So this may be near the end of the line for this pond, but it's just the beginning of the road for me and the whole recreation pond lifestyle. Aria, Emma, and Sarah, they absolutely love it, and I can't wait to start building the new one. So that's all I've got for you today, guys. there's gonna be so much more. We're gonna end this video with me speaking at Pandemonium. Let me know what you think. Take care, God bless. We're gone. But everyone tells your stories different. We all get up, we all get dressed differently, we all think differently, we're all gonna talk differently, we all tell stories differently. You can learn from one another, and then you can tell things through your voice, through your eyes, through your point of view. And you can work with and for and together, and the rising tide will rise all boats. So I want to thank you all for coming. YouTube was and is a dream come true for me. It's provided financial stability for me and my family that we could have never dreamed of. And it's a daily mission. Every single day I wake up and ask, what's the best thing I can do today? And that's what I try to do. I don't try to plan too far out in advance. I try to live for the day, each and every day. Thank you all for coming. God bless. And we will see you soon.